I apologize for the interruption. This is Breakfast with John, version 2. Version 2, okay? Because Kelsey called right in the middle of the other one and interrupted me. But what I was sharing a moment ago, I had an issue with my order at Hardee's, but it wasn't Hardee's fault. It was my fault. I had the wrong location on the order. Now, what Kelsey called me about recently, I did the program with Carter and I on America's Handyman. I done a video yesterday, recorded in the studio at Just From the Shed, located in the metropolis of Tazewell. We've done some extensive electrical repair. I encourage you to watch to the end of the video, okay? And I'm just saying, you have to watch to the end of that video, or you can take your finger and fast forward all the way across it. Watch to the end of it, and you'll see why old people shouldn't be in charge of children. Yeah. Old people shouldn't have kids around. They should have dogs. But electricity can be a problem sometimes. Okay? Andrew shared with me last night how dangerous 110 was, and I said, obviously you haven't been shocked by 220. It's very dangerous too. All right? It's very dangerous. So what I'm saying is, yeah, it's a very good video. Two things. Number one, this morning, as I shared with you, I got 3,000 keychains one time when I thought I ordered 300. I shared with you that for the last 2 days, my order at Hardee's has went to Shelbyville, Tennessee, and I paid for it. All right? Because when I ordered, I didn't pay attention to it. It said Shelbyville, Tennessee on there. So I didn't pay attention to the details, okay? I want to hit real quick this morning on friendship. It takes work to be friendly. Not friendly. You shouldn't be a hind end. You should be friendly to people. But, I don't know, to have friends and find people that you knit with, somebody you knit with, you got to work at it a little bit. I mean, I've made new friends this past year. Like Mike Compton, I was thinking about him. I didn't really know him. I met him through Joe White. I mean, you know, I met him through Joe White. I met Brad, you know, met him, Dan. These guys they work on the cars, the race car, and become friends with them. And you need friends. Hello, Morgan. That's my firstborn baby. But I'm thinking about friendship. How it takes a little work to have friends. And you need to find people that and some people you can have that are friends you had for a long time that are easy to be friends with. You don't really think about it a whole lot, but still you're a good friend. But you need friends in your life, people that are friends. Now, not people you can tell everything to. No way. Morgan is in the top 3 of my children. The cool thing about kids, let me tell you this, I don't want to get far away from friendship. You know, I never went through a season of my life, I didn't really care how long I lived, 40 years or 400, don't matter. But then I got to thinking about my children. And I've got good kids, okay? But I wanted to live long enough to see my children get what they deserved. Okay? Even though God forgive them for being a little mean, I wanted to see them get it. All right? I was thinking about all these kids I got. 3 children. Actually, they're Janice's children. They're all about her, and that's good. I've always stayed out of the way in the family. In the family unit, I've always tried to stay out of the way. But I think about these kids and how it's all working out pretty good. Okay? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Anyway, all the children, God has blessed me in such a way that all my children are having children that are a lot like them. Okay? I'm not answering a lot of these questions because it's recorded for immortality. Okay? Okay. So what I'm saying is, I could take these kids, like Carter, for example, who done the video with me yesterday. I wanted to see, Rocky, what I wanted to see was my kids. I want to live long enough to see my kids get what they deserve through their children. Okay? All right? You're watching Breakfast with John. Okay? Now, Carter. Carter, my redheaded grandson, I've watched him argue with his mom and dad, both of them at the same time, and really do good. I mean, hold them to the mark. He could argue with both of them at the same time. And I watched both of them try to get to him, but he's arguing with them, buddy. He's holding his ground. So they're getting what they deserve. Okay? Caleb, my oldest grandson, is extremely smart. He can read the room. He knows people. I believe he could talk to anybody, okay? Anybody. But, and Morgan was like that, okay? Morgan, you could set her in the middle of anywhere, and she could read the room, handle the crowd. She could take anything, man. She could walk them, buddy. But Caleb, she always talked about how good Caleb is. But Caleb is going to give them what they deserve, I'm sure. Because God is true and God is faithful. Because he's so smart. Yeah. Doesn't mean they're not good kids, see? But parents have to get what they deserve. Now, let's get into my youngest grandchild. Okay? Chris and Colson, okay? Both need to get what they deserve. Okay? I think he's 4 years old. I never really keep up with the age of kids and grandkids. I figure you could just ask them. You know, Janice can tell you how old they are, when they were born, and what day. And see, Kelsey's trying to turn this whole conversation around on me. Now, I know I got what I deserved. I know it. But anyways, John Colson, hey, David, I was thinking about him, how my kids are getting what they deserve there. This is the hope. I just want to live long enough to see my kids get what they deserve. Okay? They better pray. I'm not saying they weren't good kids. That's not the factor here. What we're talking about is getting what you deserve. And I want my kids to get what's coming to them. Chelsea. You'll notice in the comments, if you want to scroll back up and down those, my youngest child, Kelsey, would be very diplomatic. It was making me cry. I'm laughing so hard. She loved to argue. So that's why Carter is so good at it. He can argue. He knows, man. They're going to stay biscuit for them dogs, so they'll be mad. I would like to eat it. But anyway, I love my children. I know all of you love your kids. Even the ones you have to visit on Sunday at the jail, you still love them. You know, you love them. And I study on that a lot about loving your kids. You know, you can love your children. As people love their kids, and other people might look at them and think, little rascals. But, but you know, it's good. Life is good. Friendship's good. My kids are probably my best friends are my kids. I'd say they are. Other than Dwayne. My kids are my best friends. That don't mean I want to hear from them every day. or keep my grandkids a lot. But I think about them. You know, kids are good. Friendship's good. Like I said, my kids are my best friends. You know, as friendly as I can be. Because I'm not overly, I'm a little bit of a loner in some ways. I'm a little bit, you know, it's where I got these mental issues. I'm a little bit of a loner. I try to leave stuff alone, stay out of the way. Remember the story about the girl that didn't want to go to the dance? Her mom and dad said, no, I'm not going to the dance. Said, if I go, everybody will figure out how stupid I am. And the mom and dad said, just go and sit in the corner by yourself and be quiet. And nobody will notice. She come back home and crying. She said, I sit in the corner all by myself and people still found out how stupid I was. So what I try to do is stay out of people's way. If somebody I can't get along with, and I just, you know, I'm going to tell you something. I know it's funny, but I don't have a lot of issues with people. But I'm very, very, very forgiving, okay, about people. I'm very, very forgiving. My wife says I can make an excuse for Charles Manson. But I mean, I like to be forgiving. I like to allow for people because I'm a little rough. I'm not as rough as I used to be, by God. You better not say I am. But what I'm saying is, I'm a lot better person than I used to be. I've never not been a bad person. You better not say I was. But what I'm saying is, I try to be considerate. And I try to really take my time and be nice to people when I can. You know, my dad was like that. He was nice to people, man. He was nice to other people that other people wouldn't even talk to. I remember my dad had this one boy and girl, a grown up man and woman. Both of them were fat as hogs. Both of them are up in the 500-pound range. All right. I can say what I want. I'm 270. All right. But anyway, they was so nasty. Dad wouldn't haul them in the truck. He wouldn't let them inside the truck because he had, they carried bed bugs and roaches and stuff, and he wouldn't let them in the truck. He'd make them ride on the tailgate of the truck. Dad would haul them. They'd need a ride. He'd say, "Nope, get in the back." That's what I'm hurting this morning. Oh, Dad would put their big old fat butts on the tailgate of the truck. He's always scared they's gonna break his tailgate. He said, there's about 1,000 pounds riding on that tailgate. You reckon they'll hold up? Well, let me tell you what the big old fat thing did one time. Dad, one time, was going to give him a ride, and he told him, Dad said, well, it was cold. Dad said, I'm going to let you get up front, ride up front. Well, the big, fat, ugly thing went to get in the truck and fell outside on the ground before he ever got in the truck, okay? The big, fat, ugly thing sued Dad's insurance, okay? He sued Dad's insurance and won. And Dad didn't even know it. Later on, Dad said, well, he wasn't even in my truck and he fell outside. Back when Dad was alive, and he sued his insurance. It's crazy. Man, I'm telling you something. Life can be fun. Enjoy it. Why not enjoy your life? Enjoy it. You better enjoy it, because I'm going to tell you, you're going to look up and it's going to be over. You'll be standing there stammering, thinking, how come I didn't enjoy my life? I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have fun. And this is the thing. Life, you can get so many things that will yoke you down financially. Okay, here's the problem. You trade your time for money and your money for stuff, right? Time for money, money for stuff. Okay, so lady's slowing down. Hope she slows down. She's smiling. Stops. Yeah, let's make sure she wasn't going to hit me at Food Line. So, anyway, your time for money, your money for stuff. Right, John? That's what you do. Life is about that. You trade your time for money, your money for stuff. How much of your time do you want to give for stuff? Time, money, money, stuff. That's what it is. Life is like that. Time, money, money, stuff. How much stuff? Is that stuff really worth your time? See, and I'm going to tell you this, okay? I'm going to say something, and it's just an opinion. It's like an opinion program. Think about this. One of the biggest yokes you can have, I think, unless you're selling it, is a house. Okay? Man, you can have a great big old house. The best thing we ever done, we have a small house because we're at that point in life where we wanted a smaller house. Okay? So many people go out and spend, so much money on a house, and then the next dead expense you have is that car. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you'll have a good car. A good car is okay. All right? But man, you got to watch. I'm not against getting a really good car if you pay it off and drive it. Okay? Just drive the wheels off that stuff, man. Drive the wheels off of it. That's all. I interview a lot of car salesmen and car saleswomen like Bobby. And what I've noticed about all them, they have vehicles that got hundreds of thousands of miles on them. Because they know that car is a dead expense. All it's worth is getting you from point A to point B. Buy a real good car, something that's going to be good, and a good car don't have to mean a lot of money. I've got a Ford truck here, which I think is the only real truck they make. It's a Ford truck. But anyway, I think Chevrolets are good if you just, drive them to the grocery store. But what I'm saying, stuff you can get, man, financially, watch yourself. Watch yourself. Man, watch yourself. Especially if you're young, watch yourself. Watch that debt. Watch those debts and things like that. Don't let them debts yoke you down. Because they can. And they'll rob your time. You trade your time for money and your money for stuff. Time, money, money, stuff. That's what it's all about.
And the stuff you're trading for, is it really worth your time? Ha! Think about that, John. Is the stuff you're trading for really worth your time? Because time is something you'll never get back. You'll never get back time. It goes fast, baby. I wish there was things in my life there's some time I wish I had back that I had not spent it for stuff. I really wish there's some things I look at. And there's things that we all have run through a lot of money in our lifetime. I know. I don't care who you are. But watch yourself on things. Really stop and look at your time. No time for money, money for stuff. So what are you working on the stuff? You never get that time back. And I'm telling you something. I had purposed at this last point in my life, okay? Here's the deal. At best, I've got 5,000 days left. At the best. Okay? I mean, I'm realistically. If I make it to 80 years old, now my mom is 82, but she's in better shape than I am. I won't live. I can't live that long. Okay? There's just no way. Not the shape I'm in. Okay? I mean, gee whiz. It's like when everybody had COVID. I told the doctor, I said, the COVID will have to jump ahead of a bunch of other stuff wrong with me to get ahead of schedule to kill me. But, so what I'm saying is, I've got 5,000, a little over 5,000 days left. How do I want to spend them? You know, how do I really want to spend them? I don't know. I want to be careful with my time. Okay? I just want to be careful with my time now. And I watch it and take it easy. This week I got a birthday party tomorrow for my grandson. It's tomorrow. I'm going to go up. I'm going to take one of my other grandsons up with me. Go see another one of my grandsons this weekend. Watch him play basketball. Going to go do that. I'm going to take my mom. She wants a new chair. We're going to a furniture store and everything. Find her a new chair. That's great time spent that you can never get back. And I'm going to enjoy it. Enjoy yourself in your life. I mean, have fun. Do it. But you got to do it. Do not waste this day. Don't waste it, man. Find something you enjoy doing and do it. Do it. I mean, something. I like these interviews. I'm enjoying doing these interviews because it's so much fun to take the information that people have, wisdom and life that they've spent, and send that out into other people's lives. When I can do something, when I can take an interview with somebody like Keith Blankenship or Bobby or other people that I interview, these people I interview, if I can take that and then send that on out and have 20 people watch it, and it blesses them, I feel like that's fun. That's fun for me. I enjoy that. I like doing it. I mean, I enjoy those things, okay? But find something you like to do. Find something you enjoy doing. Whatever it is. Find you something and just do that. But don't just trade your time for stuff. But stuff that you have to put in storage buildings. My storage buildings are bigger than the house I live in. And I'm trying to get rid of stuff. But I do share it with Colson. And some with Morgan. She has a little bit of stuff in my place. But I do share but stuff is so crazy. How you trade your time for money, your money for stuff. I don't want to do it. Don't do it. I recommend you don't do it. Look at your life. Evaluate it. Think of how many days you really got left. And be careful with them. Okay? Call somebody. Talk to somebody. Talk to somebody, a friend. I try to discipline myself. Because I got friends I want to talk to. And I want to try to make sure I spend time with them and talk to them. Kelsey killing me. I may stop by her house and peck her in the head. Yeah, I mean, I think you can peck your children in the head. If you watch this video, I got to go because I'm at Food Line. I got to go and get some, because I'm going to do I still didn't buy good steaks yesterday, all right? I'm going to fix some steaks today. They're just still sort of small steaks. I just can't hardly pay $10 a piece for a steak. I have a nervous breakdown right there in the Food Line. But anyway, I'm fixing steaks tonight. I'm fixing steaks for Janice and I, two small steaks. I want to fix some good steaks, but I just can't buy them. But I'm going to fix some steaks tonight and roast some vegetables. I needed some broccoli, and I think the zucchini. I'd like to put a little zucchini. I don't even know what the heck that zucchini is all about, but I'm going to put some zucchini in it. But anyway, broccoli and zucchini. Oh, I was thinking about yesterday on the video. If you watch the video, if you watch the video from yesterday, this is what I do with my grandchildren and my son. Okay? Whenever we're doing something with tools, and I like to teach my kids about tools. I've been working with my other grandson about tools. I laid out screwdrivers, about 20 screwdrivers, and let him pick through them. And I tell him which one's a Phillips, which one's a flathead, different sizes, and I let him work with those and worked with them. And so what I done, I didn't invite you to dinner, Kiss, but what I done, I took the tools and laid him out. Well, when he would get one wrong, I'd peck him on the head with my hand. Pop him on top of the head. Well, he would know when he was about to get one wrong. He started shutting his eyes. Well, same thing with Carter yesterday. Okay, you got to teach children. Now, here's a problem with turning screw clockwise or counterclockwise. Nowadays, children don't know which way a clock turns because they're used to it being digital. They can't hardly read the hands on a clock. They really can't do it. So what I do is, yesterday with Carter, when I was working with him, we were working on doing some electrical work. If he turned the screw the wrong way, I'd slap him on the head. He got to where he knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. And his Uncle Colson, I used to hit him with a wrench because he has a harder head. I'd pop him in the head with a wrench. Pow! I'd hit him, and man, didn't take him long till he learned which way was clockwise and which way was counterclockwise. But anyway, just be careful with your life, man. You get something good. If you get something good, keep it. Okay? Keep it. I got a boat that we've had, I think I've had it 20 years. Have I put a motor or two on it? Yes. But we keep it. We take care of it. We get it out. We clean it. We wax it. And we ride it. I try to take stuff, this truck, I try to put good tires on it, take care of it. Because that's all it's worth, is getting me from A to B. All right. I appreciate you watching Breakfast with John. I apologize. I've got a little bit on the wild side today. All right. I know that. But some days are like that. Could be my medication. I don't know if I took it this morning. All right. Well, I didn't ask him. Oh, I'm not fixing steaks for y'all. I'll cut steaks in two that I currently have. But I'm not. That's what I do when Jen says. She'll say sometimes she won't invite somebody to dinner. I say, hold on, I'll cut that chicken breast in two. Say, oh, two more people can come. Same way. I'll cut it right in two. I could fix small steaks. No. Or you could buy steaks. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, appreciate you. Thank you for watching Breakfast with John. I really. You can back up and watch this. I understand. All right. Hey, and there's some kind of little thing that's on there now, a star. I don't know what that's all about on my live program. What the heck is a star on there for? I don't know what that is. I don't know there's a star. A while back, somebody put balloons all over me. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. Well, God bless you. I appreciate you. Adios, and pass the ammunition.